Story because peace talks have resumed in the Kenyan capital Nairobi between representatives of the South Sudan's transitional government of national unity and of course all-out groups that did not sign the revitalized agreement on the resolutions of the conflict in the country in 2018. And let's have more details of that in this report by Mamadi Barrow.
South Sudan's government and opposition groups who did not sign the 2018 revitalized agreement are among the negotiating parties attending the talks in Kenyan capital Nairobi. The 2018 agreement was introduced with the aim of bringing an end to the country's 5-year civil war, which killed more than 400,000 people. This latest convergence hosted the Kenyan government. The high-level mediation process, known as the Tumaini initiative, which simply means hope in Swahili, was originally launched in May 2024. The talks faltered in mid-July when concerns were raised about how the new peace process would align with the existing revitalized agreement. But on the 6th November, both South Sudan and Kenya's president agreed that the talks should resume. Speaking at the opening of the meeting, the chairperson of Real Sudan Liberation Movement, Pagan Amum, appealed to all delegates to recommit themselves to a genuine search for peace and approach this resumption with an open heart and sincerity.
I would like to appeal to all delegates to recommit ourselves to a genuine search for peace and approach this resumption with an open heart and sincerity. This resumption is to finalize and conclude the Tumaini consensus. This is not a time to reopen or renegotiate what has already been agreed upon. This is probably the last chance to rescue our country from total disintegration and collapse into chaos and disorder.
Leading the 15-member government delegation, Senior Presidential Advisor Paul Manyam urged other hold-out groups to also join the talks to resolve political differences, rebuild the nation and tackle the significant challenges facing the country, including political instability, intercommunal conflict, severe flooding and the spillover effect of the war in neighboring Sudan.
This Tumaini initiative has ignited hope for the people of South Sudan that deliberate efforts are being made to secure lasting peace. I wish you every success. Lastly, as your partner for peace, I want to reaffirm AMI's and the United Nations' full commitment and support for your ongoing efforts to achieve durable peace in South Sudan.
Last month, the South Sudan president stated that the talks were not meant to replace the 2018 peace deal, but sought to address and integrate the concerns of hold-out groups. As it stands, the 2018 peace agreement is yet to be fully implemented. National elections were initially scheduled for December 2024, but were subsequently postponed in line with the 2-year extension of the country's transition period. Meanwhile, with the talks beginning on an optimistic note, it is hoped that the parties can reach consensus on outstanding issues in the next few weeks. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Mamadi Barrow.